Today we're going to brush up on our travel vocabulary. So if you're looking forward to a nice summer vacation or going to a country where you'll be practicing your English, this is a great opportunity to make sure that you're remembering the vocabulary and phrases that you'll need. We'll also include a quiz in this video. Welcome, I'm ESL teacher Lisa. Let's get started. I first want to define what is brush up on. You might recognize that brush up is a phrasal verb. We have the verb brush with the word up and it creates a new meaning. So it means to practice or improve something you have not done in a while. So you might be saying to yourself, I need to brush up on my travel vocabulary. So let's go to the airport and remind you of some of the words you'll need at the airport, on the plane, or things that you might need to say, and remind you of some phrases, and we'll do a quick quiz. So let's head over to the airport. Of course, you'll need the word terminal, which is actually the part of the airport where you need to go, and that depends on your airline. So make sure you're using the right terminology when the taxi driver might ask you, what terminal are you departing from? He means what area or part of the airport do you need to be? And again, that's based on your designated airline carrier. So here we are at the terminal, but guess what? Sometimes you go to the wrong terminal because it was changed last minute, or you just made a mistake, or you took the wrong exit ramp. So you might need to take something to get to a different part of the terminal, which might not be nearby. So we're at Terminal 1. What if we have to go to Terminal 3? What can we do? What can we ask? So you might need to ask for an airport bus, or better known as a shuttle bus. So you might have to ask one of the employees at the airport, where can I catch the shuttle bus because I'm at Terminal 1, but I need to go to Terminal 3. So this is what a typical shuttle bus might look like, and that's what you're looking out for, and that's what you're going to ask for. Okay, so we've arrived at Terminal 3. That was a nice ride on the shuttle bus. You might have to do a self-check-in at the kiosk. So sometimes it's called the airport kiosk or self-service check-in. So once you put all your information in the self-service check-in, it will give you something that you need to move on to the next part of the airport. When you complete the self-service check-in, it's going to give you a boarding pass. Once we get our boarding pass, now we're ready to go through security. Granted, you may already have checked your luggage, but if you have no luggage, perhaps just a carry-on, you're going to go ahead and go through security. Also remember the word for the plastic container that you have to put your laptop in, or perhaps your shoes. It's called the bin. So the security officer might actually say, please get a bin and put your items in the bin. Once we go through security, we have to look for the gate. The gates aren't always nearby, so be ready to walk. But of course, look at your boarding pass to make sure you have the correct gate number. But if you're not sure where to go, just ask. Now we're here at the gate where we'll actually board the plane. So the gate is where the plane pulls up next to. So let's go to talk to the personnel and see if we can get on the plane. At this point, we usually just show our boarding pass and we are ready to board the plane. I don't know what your preference is, but of course, hopefully you can sit on the window seat if that's what you like, or the aisle seat, which is the seat on the end. Please remember the pronunciation is a little odd compared to how it's spelled, but it's pronounced aisle seat, or the end seat, the seat not by the window, but right on the end. And then we have our overhead compartment. You can see that. That's where you can store your carry-on luggage or any bags that you're carrying on with you to the plane. That will go in the overhead compartment. Okay, now it's quiz time. So we've reminded you of some vocabulary words that you'll need while traveling. Let's take a quiz. We'll jump over to the whiteboard and see how you do with some words, some grammar, and some phrases and questions that you'll need while traveling. Hopefully you'll get 100%. Give it your best effort. Let's go. Okay, welcome to the whiteboard. Let's get started. So our first section is true or false. So true or false, decide if the following statements are true or false. A, you usually go through customs before immigration. I'll give you a moment to answer. That is false. You go through immigration first and then customs. B, your carry-on luggage must be checked in at the airport. That is false. If it's a carry-on, you're going to carry it onto the airplane, so you don't have to check it. C, a flight attendant is a person who works on the plane. That's true. We call them flight attendant. Sometimes they're still referred to as a stewardess. D, jet lag is a type of airplane food. That is false. When you travel across time zones, you get that terrible, tired feeling. That's jet lag. E, you need a boarding pass to enter the departure lounge. That is true. So it's not accessible to everyone. Good. How'd you do? I hope you did well. So we're actually going to continue. We're going to go to our next section now. Okay, match the following words with the correct definitions. So let's go ahead and do that. 1. The tiredness and confusion you feel after traveling across different time zones. The answer? Jet lag, C. We just went over that. Let's go to 2. The place where you show your passport and declare items you're bringing into a country. That is B. Customs. 3. A small bag that you take with you onto the plane. D. That's carry-on. And then 4, the most difficult one, the ticket that allows you to board the airplane. That is your boarding pass. Okay, so these words should be quick and rolling off your tongue. So let's go ahead and move to the next section. Okay, complete the following sentences with the appropriate words. All right, so it's just to fill in the blank. I was nervous about going through for the first time. Going through security. Security, and that's what we say, going through security. Number 2, the plane will blank in 30 minutes. Depart, so leave or depart, and then we say arrive, or you go to the arrivals in the airport when you enter. And 3, I couldn't sleep because of the jet lag. All right, let's go to the next section. Word formation. Let's read them all, and then you can go ahead and put your answer on a piece of paper. Then I'll show you the words. The plane's blank was delayed due to bad weather. So do we need to change the part? Let's go to 2. You have your answer? Great. I had to fill out an blank form when I arrived at the airport. So do we need to change arrive? Number 3, the blank officer asked me to open my suitcase. So do we need to change customs? Number 4, I was very tired after the long fly. Do we need to change that? And number 5, the blank of the luggage took a long time. Claim. Do we need to change that? Okay, so check your answers. Let's go ahead and scroll down and see the answers for ourselves. And here they are. Depart, departure, arrival, customs, flight, and claim. So remember, in English, sometimes we can change the word to fit the part of speech. A word can be a verb, it can also be a noun, it could also be an adjective. So sometimes we do need to change it, and sometimes it remains the same. See you in the next video. Please be sure to check the links in the description for any resources or anything that might be helpful.